Alright, look, last time y'all heard me talk about this car, I said I was gonna give y'all a review. So I tried to get a little bit of scheduling time together between work and a whole bunch of other stuff to get y'all a review. The car will actually be getting dropped off, so I'm on a limited time schedule of how much of a review I can get you on it. So come with me, we're gonna see if we can get y'all a little bit of this car. Again, this car is a 1999 FRC. They only come in 6 speeds. They were made 1999 to 2000. It's not a Z06. Anything beyond this is 2001 through 2004, which is a Z06. So this is about the rarest of the C5 family you can buy, only because it was in mass production for 2 years before as the predecessor to the Z06. So currently what we got right here, like I said, it's a 1999. The wheels on the car are CCWs. I think they are SP505As. They are 18 in the front, 19s in the back. Staggered setup, pretty wide. Not kind of sure what I'm gonna do with them. I like how they look on the car. I really don't dig the color too much. I'm more of a sinister color kind of person, so um, I may be doing a little something different with this going toward in the winter. But for the summertime right now, that's not my focus. Maybe in the wintertime, I'll get into more of the car. As far as changing the rim setup a little more or whatever. The color of the car is pewter. I'm not a pewter person. I am a more of a flashier color person, but the color is starting to grow on me, I will say. So, like I said, Corvette did a real good job making the car. Things on this particular car that I don't like are the flattest point on this car you will see if you ever buy one of these cars. My advice to you would be is to look at the back trunk lid. The back trunk lid is the flattest point that the sun actually hits. So you can't really see it with the way that the way the reflection is and the sun is now, but the fiberglass on this car is starting to let loose and it's bubbles in small little spots. This car will be getting dropped off in a couple of days to get everything tightened up on as far as some of the paintwork and the panels on the car. Getting a little bit of Corvette symbols removed. This one on the trunk and the one on the front nose of the car will also be getting removed. I like to remove symbols on flashy cars because at the end of the day, if it's flashy enough, you should already know what it is. I ain't got to prove what it is. So if you don't know what it is, you're probably not in the cars no way. So I ain't trying to prove nothing to you anyway. So this whole thing will be actually getting corrected. As we go around to the driver's side of the car, like I said, only it's a 6-speed car. It came with a little bit of tint on the windows. I may keep a little bit of that. I may not. It's a Z51 package on this car, so factory came with a little bit of better brakes than the base model ones. So the brakes on these cars, like I said, it's a Z51. It's a kind of a bigger brake. Corvette did a real good job with I guess you would say integrating some of the things that would happen before the Z06 came out, and they were kind of experimenting. You can go back and look at more information as far as what Corvette was trying to do when they even built this car. It's 3,100 pounds, which is fairly light for a car that's a V8 car. Rear wheel drive and everything. Transmission's in the back, not like my C4 where the transmission was actually connected to the motor. This is connected through what is called a torque tube. It has a Z06 torque tube in it that didn't come in the car, but this car has a lot of other upgrades done to it. It's an LS1 car, but it's an LS1 car with a lot more upgrades. I won't go into a whole bunch of detail of what my car actually has, but let's just say it's a little faster than what Z06 is in this year that was made. Probably smoke one of those. But anyway, we'll go into a little more other things as we go toward the front of the car. So in the front of this car, things that I don't particularly like on it are I'm the current owner of it, but the past owner of the car, they hit a rock ding right here. So this will definitely be corrected. The front of a Corvette is one of the best front ends I've ever seen, and I don't ever want to see a car go down the road as a Corvette to have something like this. So I'll be dropping the car off sometime soon, like I say, to get this tightened up. The sign will get removed. The whole front bumper will be getting painted over. I really just want to tighten up everything on the car to make the car look more immaculate. I still will be probably getting into doing some more autocrossing, so I'm not sure if I'll be doing PPF, which is, for those who don't know what PPF is, paint protecting film. I may end up doing some of that. This is a street car. It's not an all-out track car. I don't ever want an all-out track car. But I do want a car that's can be autocross, novice road racing, that type of thing. So, in going forward with this, something that I'll also be doing with this car is I'll be adding the track sport, motorsport vents on the hood of the car. So those I actually already have them. I got them for Summit Racing. So Those will be getting probably. I think they get inserted about maybe right here, and I'll be using one there. I'm not gonna do the one in the middle. The reason why I'm not gonna do the one in the middle is because there's a street car. I'm gonna be driving it. There's a chance that I could get caught in the rain. I don't drive a lot in the rain. 9 to 10. When I do drive this car, it may be when the sun going down. Could be in the morning. I could get stuck in the rain, but I am not gonna risk rain dripping down the front of my motor. I would take getting the side ones where you have the headers on each side, where most of your heat is will get dispersed from the side. Not a lot of heat you will see at this particular point. C5s get a lot of their air from under the car. C4s too also. There's a rake under the car, so when the car drives, air runs up through the bottom of the car where the actual intake is, and it gets pushed into the top of the motor there. So it's important to know how your car even gets heat and how your car gets air induction into the car before you even start messing with this type of stuff, as far as heat management and getting intake flow into your car. So learn exactly how your car gets air even to feed the motor, and then what it's doing with the excess heat and everything. Always remember, heat rises, so might as well get dispersed from the sides of the car, which is what I did on my last car, as far as heat management is concerned, when I had my C4. So I do got the kit. It's going to be here, one's going to be there, and one's going to be there. I'm leaving the hood the way it is here. I may experiment a little bit with some vinyl a couple months down the road. I may do some vinyl or something there to kind of tie everything in with the satin black. So this car is a black interior car. We can look a little bit at that. The interior of the car, like I said, is black. Corvette makes some of the worst seats that you absolutely can have in the C5. It's okay bolstering, but not any real good hip bolstering or leg bolstering. The hip bolstering is, it's just not there. But the rib casing and everything for you to move around in, that's all right. I'm probably going to be upgrading. Not sure what kind of seats I'm going to go for, but if I had to choose one, it probably would be maybe Corbeau or something, or maybe Ricardo's if my money gets long enough. It's not on the schedule right now, but maybe in the 21, maybe in 2021 it'll be on the schedule. Getting another steering wheel is something that is on the schedule. It'll probably be later on this year. Maybe looking at another Alcantara, probably Sparko or something. The car does have an MGW short shifter in it, and it does have a twin disc clutch, which makes for a lot of fun in driving slow. Driving slow is not fun with a twin disc. It's my first car that I ever had a twin disc in, and I can tell you it's a lot of fun in driving fast, but it's not a lot of fun in driving around parking lots. The twin disc is pretty challenging to kind of keep under control. It just makes the car buck quite a bit. So blending in between gears at slow speeds, it's just not fun. Just not fun. So we'll go around to the driver's side, let you guys look a little bit as far as the driver's concerned. I haven't cleaned this thing out, but so much. It does have a small rip on the seat, but hey, it's a 1999. That's where most of the play was at. It is what it is. They'll be getting changed. The dash is fine. This car has about 134,000 miles on it at the moment, and it still runs pretty good. It's had a rebuild, so it drives fairly well, and it's only probably going to be driven about, I don't know, maybe 2 to 3 days a week if I'm lucky. If I have time for work, I'll be driving it. As you can see, the car is lowered a little bit. Corvettes come quite low. I'm not happy with the suspension that this car currently has. On my last car, I had a lot of Van Steel. Van Steel's out of Clearwater, Florida. They particularly make a whole lot of stuff for Corvettes through every generation. Anything that you probably have for a Corvette, even up to the C8s probably by now, they're probably already in full production with suspension and improvements on that car. So this car will probably get BCs. BCs you can get at a decent price. I'm not saying BC is cheap. BC is about maybe $800 to $900 cheaper than Van Steel. Van Steel coilovers for this is about maybe $1,800 to $1,900 for this. I'll probably go with BCs. A lot of other guys and reviewers have BCs. I haven't heard anybody say anything bad about BCs yet, so I'm gonna give them a try. They're about $1,000, so I'll probably get those, and then everything else with this car though will probably be Van Steel. All the arms, all the sway bars, front and rear sway bar would definitely be Van Steel. I'll probably do adjustable sway bars in the back, maybe in the front. We'll see what happens. But it'll be a mix. It'll be a mix of probably Van Steel and BC Racing. The rear valence right here, that has been painted. That's going to also get tightened up at the shop. There's nothing wrong with it, but I'll probably just have it refreshed in satin black. It's running on boiler exhaust. Not a lot of drone on the highway. When you get up in gears, it screams pretty good, but it's not a headache to drive or make you feel like it's just a lot of droning in your ears. So that's particularly it for the review on this car. I just want to do a brief one. I did promise I was going to give you a brief one. I'm always in my garage. I got a chance to go out today and not videotape stuff right after work, and focus on going to sleep shortly after I shoot most of those videos. So I was able to get out and enjoy some of the weather today. So just wanted to give you guys a brief view of the car. Thank you for watching. Peace.